Hi, everybody. It's the end of week 3 up here at the state capitol. So we're 3/7, I guess, of the way through our legislative session. It's good to be with you today. We're coming to you from the second floor. We're just outside the rotunda by the Capitol's Goblin, which you can see on the wall behind me here as we zoom in. So this gets alternate names. I've heard it called the Devil or Spooky Yoda or the Goblin. It's nice. I'm here because earlier this week we had a group of students from Silver Creek Elementary in Harriman that came by on a school tour, so some 5th graders from that school. We're up here as part of a Capitol field trip. I met with them and we talked about education and schooling and the Capitol and the legislative process. But I think the thing that they will remember the most is the Goblin that haunts the Capitol right here on the second floor. It was great to see them. I love it when students come up from elementary schools. They bring such great energy. If your school or even like a youth group wants to come up to the Capitol, you can get in touch with our office and we can arrange a tour. I say my office, but my office includes me and my intern Braden during the session. But we can help you set up a tour of the Capitol. And if it happens during the legislative session, we can recognize you on the floor of the Senate, have your kids stand up and receive the applause of the state Senate. It's just one of the great fun things that happens up here during the legislative session. We welcome school groups up here all the time. Speaking of education, my big education bill was released this week, and we had a press conference about it because my bill, which is Senate Bill 173, Market-Informed Compensation for Teachers, and that bill is part of a broader effort that involves several legislators to take some big policy steps forward this year in empowering and retaining teachers by changing how they're evaluated and how they're trained and how they're recruited and of course how they're compensated. So my bill is going to help make it so that teachers can make $100,000 a year. We want to identify the best teachers in our state who are teaching where they do the most good and have the greatest impact for the kids who need the most help, and make sure that those teachers are earning 6-figure salaries and have a culture change in education so that when teachers enter that profession, that they know that if they work hard and they perfect their craft, they really can make a 6-figure salary and support their family as a public school teacher. I think that's going to be a big, bold initiative that I hope will pay off dividends for kids and schools many years into the future. I'm also running a bill called the Long-Term Educational Achievement Program, or LEAP. That's Senate Bill 121. And that identifies a program that already exists where the Granite School District has partnered with other nonprofits in their neighborhood to provide ways for students to receive services that aren't education from other entities, right? Schools really should be places where kids are educated and not social service centers, but sometimes kids need other help in order to be more successful in school. And so that partnership in Granite District has really paid off great dividends where their graduation rate has gone up and student achievement rates have gone up. I'm really excited to see the progress there that really dynamic leaders have been able to do. And I'm trying to create a way to be able to replicate that in other parts of the state for districts that want to try it. Lastly, from a policy standpoint today, I want to talk to you about protecting taxpayers. I'm running a few bills on taxes. They're mostly pretty small bills. That have to do with like road usage charges and lease revenue bonds, things that aren't part of your everyday lexicon, but they are just ways that cities and local governments can use in order to raise taxes in a way that's not quite as obvious. So I'm looking for ways to reduce those, to remove the power to be able to take taxing authority and take your money away when it's not needed to. Because we're in the rotunda, there's probably some background noise. I hope that's not coming through so badly on the video. But I want to thank you again for your participation, for watching these videos, to get updates, for your emails and your phone calls that I get throughout. I spend a good portion of my day every day responding to those emails, reading them, responding to your phone calls. I appreciate you reaching out. And once again, I invite you up to the Capitol if you'd like to. There's 4 weeks left in the session. Some of the really meaty issues are going to be coming up in the next few weeks, and if you'd like to come and join me in the Capitol and sit on the floor to watch part of that debate, and you're going to have a chance to have a conversation about state policy, I'd welcome you to do it. Just contact me or my intern. Our numbers will be on the screen. Thank you so much. Appreciate all you're doing, and we'll talk to you again soon.